Step into a nightmare. Everything the checkpoint, trying to find right hand of God. I'm a goddamn citizen. Trace the fingerprint, the privilege, and the pavement. Racial suspicion in a nation of snitches. Surveillance is the matrix we are trained to exist in. Gamma rays shot through the body, non-fiction. Sidewalk, stop it first, barricade, box them in. Questions asked before we check.
Welcome to Cascadia Hockey, brought to you by Buried Puck Threads. I just blew out Derek's ear.
It's fine. It's probably fine.
Half your brain's on your shoulder.
Dude, that song fucking bangs, dude.
Everything that those guys put out fucking bangs.
Safety Theater by B. Dolan from the album Kill the Wolf.
Yes, Strange Famous Records. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
Are they hawking any vinyl on there?
Oh, yeah. You can get pretty much everything on vinyl.
I'm down
As a
with
matter
you
of fact,
guys.
it's available downstairs at Adventures Underground.
Except one less, because I did pick up Sage Francis Copper Gone last week.
Yeah.
So that's now in my collection, which I'm pretty happy about.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Cascadia Hockey once again. My name is Corey Gaston. I am your host with the least. And today, What?
It's just funny every time.
It's every
dude.
single time.
Okay.
Why is it funny? I don't think it's funny. I don't think you're the least.
You know what's funny?
Aww.
The funny part to me is Snow says the same thing. She gets really upset that I say that.
Good, because it's inaccurate.
See, now we see how good a woman is to everything.
Absolutely.
Except it totally ruins the whole bit of the self-depreciating
I know.
humor,
Yeah.
which is always
Which
funny.
is what people say they love about everything we do, is the self-depreciation.
Well, we hate ourselves, and that's fine.
Okay, so I got to start hating on myself too, right?
Pretty much.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, no.
No.
Somebody has to be different.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stand up.
You do you.
Right.
Yes.
We'll do us. You do him. And life is good.
Hashtag
some of that
69.
If you start that now, the whole episode's just going to be Letterkenny quotes.
Give me some of that nitro cold brew with sweet cream.
Okay,
Some of
funny
that
story though, before we do the
non-GMO.
little intros. I suck at that. Like, we're in the house and he'll go and do all the little bits about nut, and I'm like, okay, let me try, and I do it. I'm like,
Give me that salt, nut,
Nut.
pepper, kale,
you know what?
olive oil.
Come to find out, I am just this innocent doe and don't know anything.
That's okay.
I'm working on it.
We need some innocence. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
come on. The first time we ever got in trouble on this podcast is because I insisted about talking about porn.
Which
it
really had
wasn't-
nothing to do with porn.
No, I was just
No.
talking about a porn star.
Yeah. Who's a big hockey fan?
Right.
That's right.
What would be the
Guilt by
difference?
association.
Mad preps to Mia Khalifa. We love you.
Yes.
What's the difference if she was a secretary at a office building in New York City and she liked hockey and you were talking about her? No one would have a problem.
Well,
Well,
the difference is nobody cracked open the book to see what the context was.
Yeah,
that was the
they
difference.
just got mad because I was talking about a porn
I
star.
love headline readers.
She did catch a
Oh,
puck
yeah.
to the inflated titty.
Yeah.
That can be a problem.
That
would
was
suck.
that's what happened on that. She was at a Capitals game, right?
Yep. So in the playoffs that year.
Yeah, and the puck went over the glass and hit her in the boob and popped her implant.
That's a
Yep.
bad day.
Yeah,
That was a bad day. So.
but that was that's what happened there. And now we've talked about it again.
Yes, we have.
But this time we've talked about it in front of one Mrs. Aaron Piper.
Hello.
That's Anya Piper.
Mrs.
Yeah, but she's
Mrs.
she's
Oh,
Mrs. Aaron.
oh,
Piper.
sorry.
You totally missed that.
Fuck. Now you're. I'm take care of the self-deprecation around
hey.
here.
Well, you know what? You asked me to come on.
I
Yeah,
did.
and here I am.
I'm rethinking. All I
Listen.
have to do. Go ahead. Talk. Say
Okay.
something.
Oh.
That's all I have to do.
Asshole.
I wish life was that easy.
Oh, yeah, but wait till
sometimes.
we get home.
Yes, ma'am. Goddamn white girl.
We've just turned into the Cartier morning show.
Yeah,
in 2001.
Oh, fuck. The
No,
words deleting all that shit, man. I don't want to be that
Hey, wait,
show.
no. I asked you to do a replay last time when I was trying to do the fun facts, and you said, no, there's no replay on this.
And it turned out great because nobody listens that far.
Shut
You
up.
were past the 30-minute mark, so
I was thinking it
Yeah,
was
we
more
record,
like
we record the last half hour just for us.
just for us.
Oh, okay, I got it.
It never
So you just
airs.
want me for the little giggles and chuckles.
Exactly.
No. I like what you bring to the show. Don't do again. We do that part for us. You bring the fast facts for us.
Okay,
Yes.
that's
Then
true.
we get to enjoy.
It's okay. My goal is to stump y'all. So
Oh,
She actually has one I think will get us. I mean,
you think so?
Yeah. So we'll talk about that later.
okay, yeah. Go ahead.
We got
can-
you introduced, the most important one in the room.
Aw,
Introduced.
Thank you for being here, audience.
thanks.
Eh.
And then there's Derek.
Mrs. Amanda Schoenrock.
Yes.
Derek Schoenrock.
Hey,
I didn't give you much to work with. I apologize.
that's fine.
It was
Just regular guy. I
this
don't
is-
need.
Yeah, number 86.
That's right. In a world where everyone's trying to outdo each other and have more Instagram followers, I'm happy just to be the regular guy.
And you wear it so well.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Thanks,
being
man.
regular, man. People take being regular.
Are you wearing your Christmas shoes today?
I am.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm wearing my Charlie Brown Christmas.
Are you one of those people
Vans.
that count down the Fridays?
No, not
Good,
so
because
much.
that's just
Not until after
stupid.
Halloween.
No, I don't necessarily count down the Fridays, but when it
Saturdays.
gets cold, I go into my winter gear, and my winter gear includes my Charlie Brown Christmas Vans.
And
Love
they're
it.
dope. They're
The
dope.
slip-ons?
Yeah.
Like it.
They're
Yeah.
sick, man. Behind the controls, the mastermind, the misanthrope, founder of Barry Puck Threads, one Mr. Aaron Piper.
That's Mrs. Anya Piper.
One
everybody out
Mr.
there.
Anya Piper's
Mr.
husband.
Anya Piper's
I like that a lot.
husband. I'm a damn white boy.
Man, I
That
feel like I
white
fucked this
boy
intro up
nut.
so bad.
Actually,
Dude, so we're like 7 minutes in and we just finished it.
Right.
That was probably the most entertaining intro we've ever had. So
That's-
don't think you fucked it up.
Okay. That feels good.
It
I
wasn't boring at
interrupted.
all.
It was all my fault.
No, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, for sure.
The conversation is, I mean, if we're just spouting facts, it's not entertaining.
Nobody gives a fuck. You can go to any site. You can go to whoa, Dixon flannel for
that's
no,
what-
bring it back. It went
Yeah,
away.
it
It went
went
away. Look it back up and show it.
I don't even know where
Dixon
it's
flannel.
at.
We don't give a whole lot of shout outs to other companies, but the flannels I wear from Dixon Flannel in Arizona, and that's the sort of quality posts they have almost on a daily basis.
But quality by ass. Those are fake boobs, and I.
Okay,
It's a good colored picture. There's good contrast.
There is
listen.
no contrast on that.
They show what the color looks like on the milky white skin.
if you can touch them, they're not fake.
Oh, that's a good
That's good.
point.
Also,
I can get my implants in, right?
fake
Ooh,
or
you know,
real,
baby.
that's sound marketing.
Yeah.
Very true.
No matter what your stance is on
Oh,
it.
dude.
and you know what's
seriously,
that's
entertaining
sound
is
marketing.
the comments. The comments are so entertaining.
You guys, seriously, even if you don't wear flannels, I don't care. Go check them out because their social media is so on point, dude. They
Awesome.
do not give a fuck. They're one of those that do the super limited edition
their
colorways. Yeah. They do the limited edition colorways. They're gone like that.
Are they? What's
People
the
eat it
blend?
up.
Are they? Are they real wool or are they like
It's a oh, I forget. There's wool in. It's not 100%.
60-40 cotton poly
I don't
blend?
remember, but they don't shrink.
That's against God, apparently.
Yeah, right. They don't shrink.
awesome.
They don't have bacon collar.
Love it.
I'm trying to think what else.
What's it called?
Dixon, Dixxon.
I gotta write that down.
They're
I do have
awesome.
an extensive flannel collection.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they're pricey. They're $50 to $60.
But
That's what
worth
a
it.
that's what a real shirt should
I know.
cost.
I
you,
know.
so.
And they're good. She
The
bought me
vintage
one.
Pendletons I buy are like $90.
Oh yeah,
so-
Oh,
Pendletons
yeah.
are great too, dude.
Okay, so I need to preface this. I am anti-cancer, but I am not a fan of breast cancer awareness stuff.
Mm.
And the reasoning for that is they're not trying to draw attention to an illness. They're using an illness to draw attention to boobs and sell via sex. That bothers me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And
So you just saw their first post, which was about breast cancer awareness.
no. But that being said, I would wear the fuck out of that pink and black flannel. That thing is fucking hot. It's awesome.
So let me speak to that as well because I 100% agree with you. I hate people that are like, it's 9/11, let's give you 91% off your order today, sort of thing.
Yeah,
or
no.
It's Memorial Day. We as Buried Puck Threads as a company believe that anything that's like in remembrance, anything that's July 4th, I'm not going to try to sell you something. And we're celebrating our country. Memorial Day, we're celebrating our veterans, all that sort of stuff. So if you're a company who uses those as an excuse to sell something,
Right.
shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Give the public that one day to just let us know you're a human being. You
Yeah.
can sell me something on the 5th of July. You can sell me
Right.
something on September 12th. Fucking 9/11 gets me fired up, dude, when people use that
Yeah.
shit.
I agree.
My caveat to that is unless it's promoting some kind of other cause or
Oh, absolutely.
100% of our profits today, we're giving you $9.11 off your bill.
Right.
100% of the entire bill goes to this charity or something like that.
Sure,
That's
because you
okay.
get more people in, you're giving it
That's-
to the charity. But if you're just running
But
a
if you're
sale
just trying to
sell more
profit off
your
of it,
product,
yeah, I also
Fuck
hate that.
Okay.
Hate it.
I didn't mean to open that can of worms, but
that's a good one.
That's what we do here, man.
But
Set
I'm
a
just
platform.
I'm just like it's seriously like I mean I was into it like come on, I'm a fan of boobs. I've said it 1,000 times.
Save the tatas.
Save second base.
all that whole
It's arguably the most important one behind home plate, and it's
So-
behind home plate.
but I'm
so-
just saying like all of those things like I used to be a sucker for it until I realized the marketing of it. And I was like, okay, none of this money is going to breast cancer research. It's going
some
to
of it is. I mean, some places. No, and I agree with you for the most part. There are some places that do use it for
Right.
really good stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
if it's the fucking furniture store with the going out of business sale,
Getting rid of the pink
breast
couch in the back
cancer
corner that
awareness.
nobody
Yeah,
wants.
right.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Right. Well, I'm talking about okay, the big bucket of rubber band bracelets that say "Save the Tatas" or "Save the
Yeah.
Boobies" or, like I get it when that money is going to research.
Yeah, to help beat the
when
the
things say
disease.
they're going to awareness, we're aware. We fucking know.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
That's very clear, and that makes complete sense, and I 100% agree with
If
you on that.
it's going to working for a cure, I will support it all
Sure.
day long. But if you want me to think about boobs, bro, the job was already done. I
Yeah.
don't need your shirt.
This is day 300 of 365.
Ooh, but look at that post with the boobs.
yeah.
Says proceeds going to research.
There we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Boom,
Dis-
Dixon, we love you. You're back up.
Dixon Flannel, we want you as a sponsor.
Yes.
It brings me like what the NFL did for years. It was
Yeah.
pink in October. It was
Right.
breast cancer. That was awesome.
Yep.
Finally, they flipped it and they said, you know what? We've done enough dedicating to this one.
Is it testicular cancer now?
Well, no. So now it's called. They changed the entire program.
Mm-hmm.
It's still Awareness Month for the NFL, but it's called Crucial Catch now, and it's all
You're
about
distracting me.
it's all about prevention for all types of cancers.
Oh, cool.
And they let every player kind of represent whatever type of cancer they want to bring awareness to.
Oh,
they get
cool.
to pick.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And they're also highlighting NFL players that have survived cancer and telling
Oh,
their
neat.
story. So they launched the platform with breast cancer awareness, but now it's kind of doing good for all kinds of awareness, which I thought was a smart.
I like that. I'm
Smart
fine with
idea.
that.
One of
Yeah.
the coolest nights, and a lot of people ask the pink ice night that the AMs do, and not everybody's doing pink ice anymore. Most places, most teams in the WHL have gone to just pink, trendy uniforms. So
Yeah.
they'll wear, and some of them do in October, which is technically Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of them do it in February because it's Valentine's Day, the age of love, all that stuff. So they'll do their cancer thing. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. The AMs do pink ice night. All the money raised that night for the special jerseys they wear, all that sort of stuff, it all goes to the Tri-Cities Cancer Center
Yes.
for breast cancer
which
research.
is
dope.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, stuff like that. It's really cool, man. They do luminaries down around the ice sometimes. Always have survivors or people that are fighting through it on the ice. So that sort of thing, I totally support. And the cool thing about it, that's one of the highest attended games every season.
So here's what I would also like to see. Sorry, Anya.
no, you're fine.
That's great.
Yep.
We all know cancer. Everyone at this table probably has known 5 people
Absolutely.
with cancer or suffering from cancer right now.
Yep.
I also would like to start seeing some kind of programs on that scale for mental health
Yeah.
awareness and even DV, domestic violence.
It's a good one.
Two things that I think get grossly overlooked in this country. Welcome to the political podcast. No,
No.
But I think the team and those kind of things, they have the ability to bring it to a larger scale.
Yeah.
Rather than these small little groups that are in a little office building somewhere that they have no marketing budget because everything's donations and they can't get their name out there.
Right.
So maybe
it's
somebody
good.
can jump on board with that.
I think if I remember right, because like they did Alzheimer's awareness last Saturday.
That's good. Yep, they had the big Alzheimer's walk down at the park and stuff,
Which
which is taken off.
Absolutely, which is really good. That touches me. My grandfather had Alzheimer's.
Yep.
And if I think I'm correct, they did a thing, but they didn't promote it a whole lot. But they got diapers and baby wipes for Safe Harbor for the women,
Dope.
for
That's
the women
awesome.
in there. And I saw like they had a picture this week of the delivery of it, and it wasn't a shit ton. But I mean, we know how much diapers and baby wipes cost, so every little bit helps. I think a lot of places are putting their toes in the water right
Sure.
now. And hopefully they'll see that people are going to respond to it, so keep doing it.
Yeah.
Same way with animal shelters, same way with all, that source. But you're right. I mean, domestic violence and mental health, everybody's talking about it, but not a whole lot of people are doing anything about it. So it gets my brain turning.
Have you heard hashtag Bell Let's Talk?
No.
It's all about, it's in the hockey world. A lot of the hockey players I see are doing the hashtag Bell Let's Talk.
However, it's a Canadian thing.
Uh-huh.
It's a telecommunications company in Canada.
Oh,
Bell.
okay. Bell.
And on one day out of the year, I think it's either in January or early February, if you just use the hashtag Bell Let's Talk, for every hashtag that's used, they donate 5 cents to mental health awareness.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
And
awesome.
there's billions of them. Well, maybe not billions, but millions of those hashtags that go out.
Dude, that's rad.
And it's legit. So, okay, I think we've used our platform for enough social good this morning. Let's move on.
Corey just showed me some Evil Knievel gloves.
From Dixon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thought
Oh,
they'd
yeah.
go well with his new stuntman coat.
These guys are, I love their stuff.
You have a stuntman
Yeah,
coat?
I picked up this heater, this vintage heater from
It's pretty stellar. dude.
thrift store yesterday, and I'm
For like
digging
what?
it.
How much? $7?
It was $8, yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Love it.
Got a steal.
Raise your hand if you've watched Letterkenny season 7.
Fuck off, dude.
We have
fuck you, Shorzy.
because this is an audio kind of deal. 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, 75%. I'm going to give you one more week.
3 out of 4 buried puckers.
I know you
approve.
and we're using that hashtag a lot. So
Buried puckers.
hashtag buried puckers, hashtag Cascadia hockey, and hashtag support local hockey. Those are the 3 we're trying to push right now.
That's
So
awesome.
use those hashtags if you're listening and you want to tag us in something as asinine as it could be.
Or just tag at Buried Puck.
Or at Buried Puck, that works too. So I'm going to give you one more week. I know you've had a crazy week. I know you're probably still a little hungover from Saturday night.
Oh, God, dude.
Good God damn.
Actually, I got some sleep last night.
Good.
I forced myself to go to bed at like 9.
I did too. I just turned everything off.
Yep, I was
done.
like, no.
Enough's enough.
Nope. I fell asleep to the sweet, sweet surrounds of Dwight Schrute and passed
go.
out.
I did play a couple sound bites though before the
Yeah, you did. They were
before
great.
the show, so hopefully that whetted your appetite a little bit. I'm gonna wait till next week to really dive into Letterkenny. I think most people have probably seen it, but there's probably a lot out there that haven't.
Yeah.
And every time we talk about Letterkenny, I always get messages. Like one of the writers over on the West Side for Dub Network, when we first started talking about it, he's like, "Dude, I'd never heard of Letterkenny. My wife and I love it so much. Thank you, thank you."
Awesome.
So we give Letterkenny its due time around here.
I feel kind of hipster about it sometimes.
But it's
Like I really do because I
you
was,
were on the ground floor. Well,
Yeah.
Logan was on the ground floor.
Logan was on the ground floor and he shared it with me.
You
at-
shared it with me a lot before I checked it out.
Yeah, well, when he introduced it to me, there was one season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were 6 episodes.
Yep.
And I watched those 6 episodes until I was blue in the face.
Yep.
And I honestly hate to be that kind of hipster about it, but it really has taken hold.
Oh yeah.
And I'm always like, that was mine.
Dude, all the people that I'm still friends with at that big company we used
Yeah,
to work for,
yeah.
all of them
All
are
of 'em,
into it.
yeah.
And like half of them I'm like, I don't see you as a fan of that. I don't think you would get it.
I
I don't think you wipe properly. I started doing that at home now. We'll be at dinner.
He does.
Hey
It's
guys,
like-
listen. Said,
and we can totally see it
and the kids
happening.
are like, "What the fuck are you doing, Dad?" Kids, listen. I don't wipe properly. I can't reach all the parts of my body.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
No, god damn, that's a solid relationship.
It is. When we did that episode 21, whatever it was, Triumph to Tragedy, where we talked about all the shit I went through.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law reached out and said, I never knew Anya had to wipe your ass. She's joined the club, sort of thing. Because I talked about, I had IVs in my hands all week. There's no way I'm sticking that back in the toilet.
Yeah,
dude. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to rehash that right now. So
Well,
if you
what do
want
we have?
episode 21, Triumph to Tragedy, that's what happened. So
It is.
you're right,
indeed.
though. It has gone the hipster route, but goddamn, I love it.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's the saturation is
Yeah.
kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't take it away from me. I've had so many things that I've like I abandoned Walking Dead.
Well, yeah, but that
when I saw the if Daryl dies, we riot shirts
Yeah.
at Walmart. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
But
fuck
the
it,
quality
it's
of
over.
Walking
Have you
Dead
read the
went
graphic
way
novels?
down.
that's what I was gonna say. You
Oh yeah, I have a
All of
panel
it.
from
Yeah.
issue 5 tattooed on my leg.
I didn't know that.
He's a comic fan. He's a
Oh,
big
yeah,
one.
yeah. I have
the
all of
quality
them.
went
Yeah,
Right.
me, I read them.
That's what I was gonna say. That
Love-
only happens when the show starts getting shitty. Also,
That's true.
if the
Yeah.
show had stayed good, you'd still be watching the show and you'd block out all the noise.
Here's the thing, though. All the hipsters that are screaming, why don't they do more than 6 episodes? Okay,
That's
here's why
why.
they don't do more than 6 episodes. A, because you want it. They're not going to do what you want. B, because the quality content that's in there would get stale after
Yeah.
6 episodes. And by the way, there's 7 in a season. Hang around. Number 7 will be out
get,
soon.
Yeah, you get the special. The
But you know what
holiday
I'm
special.
saying? I was watching, and we rolled through it twice in 2 hours. You know,
Yeah, they're
I love it.
22 minutes.
But when it's over, it's like those super limited edition
Yeah.
things that you wait forever for, and you're
Right.
not disappointed.
You know why everyone buys the McRib when it comes back? Because it's only available.
Limited.
I don't
once
know
a
why,
year.
because I fucking have always hated the McRib. But
Same.
yeah,
Well, billions of people
I know, and
disagree
I know.
with you.
No, I know, I know.
I do, however, am a sucker for a Shamrock Shake.
Right. No,
Uh,
but that's what I'm saying. The things
That
that,
sort of thing.
that
Yeah, I would
come
eat
around
up.
the sun one time, you're gonna
Absolutely.
exactly why, like, a pumpkin spice freaking latte.
Yeah.
Now it's just
I like pumpkin.
now it's just in the DNA because it's basically from the end of July to the
Yeah.
beginning of June. Now you can get it.
So
But
here's the thing. Before I got the Beatus, we drank pumpkin spice lattes all the time. I always, one of my favorite things this time of year was pumpkin pie. My mom's homemade pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin. I love pumpkin everything. So when the weather turns cooler, the leaves start dropping. Pumpkin's just a part of it. I had pumpkin creamer in my coffee this morning. Pumpkin's
Homemade,
a big part of
diabetic
life.
friendly.
okay, maybe we're
Yeah.
sharing a little too much now.
Pumpkin. I said
Pumpkin
pumpkin
creamer.
One.
Pumpkin creamer.
Homemade pumpkin
Just-
creamer.
I'm just kidding.
Did it
Continue,
really go over
sorry.
your head? Oh, baby, I thought I was the innocent one.
Nut.
How okay, where are we at?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
look,
know.
look at the clock.
You love pumpkin everything.
Yeah, lots of time.
No. What are we at?
22.
22 minutes. We have yet to mention hockey.
Well, we mentioned Letterkenny. It's essentially it's the same thing, and that's what I see. And real quick though, and we'll put this one to bed till next week when we just blast your ears with sound bites from Letterkenny. All of us are going to pick our favorite sound bite from this season, and we're going to play it.
What if it's just a visual that we can't portray, but we can say?
You can go.
What?
Hashtag 69 me.
That's true. We can do it. Whatever. Here's the other part. Here's the other part of that too, though. I want people to really you got to think past 6 episodes at a time. They give us 2 seasons a year.
Yeah.
So that's 12 episodes plus the 2 extras. That's 14 episodes.
Yeah.
That's what any
What's The Walking
series
Dead
is
give,
doing.
10
They're
a year?
10. Everybody's 10.
Yeah.
That's
10.
the new thing is 10.
Yeah, remember when it used to be like 24?
23, 24 was a season.
Those were
yeah.
the days, man. But now you get 14 episodes of Letterkenny in a year. Now it might be broken up 6 months at a time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I know that's what, but people don't think of it that way.
It
They're
saves
like, we
me
want
from-
it all right now, white boy.
Serious depression. Like,
Yeah,
I don't like binging things. Like Netflix's new deal, they're going to start releasing them weekly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Because
I'm okay with that.
I feel real. Like you get the Ben and Jerry's, and you're like, I'm going to eat half of it, and then I'll have half of it tomorrow or something, and then you eat the whole thing, and then you just feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like when I find a show and then I finish it in like 3 days, I'm like, man, I wish I would have spread that out a little bit more.
I know
Yeah.
it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I do now?
Exactly. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
We did that.
Corey's getting so pissed we're not talking about.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm good. I just wanted to
appreciate
bring it up.
like the show, like Castle Rock, because it brings you back to the convenience of watching it whenever you want to watch it,
That's
but you
this
still have to
week,
wait
too.
for. I know.
No, that's fucking today.
Today,
The
think
first
it's
3 episodes dropped today.
I think it's
now,
today.
see, I like that setup though too. You get 3 right. Well, first 3 are free.
Wet your
and you gotta
whistle.
wait
Yeah.
for the other ones. But I mean, I appreciate that because it's different than what it used to be. It's like if you were busy at Wednesday at 8:00, you missed it
Yeah.
until somebody syndicated it later on down the road.
Right.
Now it's I didn't see it live, but I don't watch American Horror Story live.
Yeah.
I don't watch it at Thursdays.
I don't watch
whatever time
anything
it's on.
live.
Right.
My life doesn't allow me to watch anything live. Without a DVR recorder, I wouldn't see anything.
Yep.
Right.
So I love it. I love it. Letterkenny's perfect. Don't fuck it up, anybody. And I trust that Jared Kiso and the coach will not. With writing, Glenn is great with directing.
Yeah.
My God.
And they're coming to town in
Hockey!
April.
I know.
What?
The live tour is coming to Seattle and Portland in April. The live tour tickets are $40. April 8th and 9th.
Which is probably spring break.
Paramount Theater.
Yeah, it totally is.
We'll talk later. We'll
Yeah,
talk off air.
I
We'll
I would
take our
love to
answers
make that
off air.
happen.
I know.
Because they're just doing skits.
Yep. And then they said about how they're adding new stuff to it. and yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. That was their big announcement last
Yeah.
week. So
Hockey news is on.
hockey?
Hockey news.
What the fuck is hockey?
Am I in the wrong podcast?
Oh shit. Gotta go. We were gonna have Dan Brown from the West Side on, but I forgot a $4 cable at home, which didn't allow me to do a call with him. So we're gonna have that next week. You got some scores for us though. How did the NWHL play out this past week?
We are looking right now. So, let's go back here.
And once again, I didn't get the chance to check it out, but all these games are live on Twitch.
Yep. So, from this weekend, Saturday the 19th, Connecticut, the Whale,
Yes.
went down 4-5 against Buffalo.
Okay. The Buttes.
Yep. Boston 3-1 over Minnesota
Ooh.
on Saturday. And then we get into Sunday's game, which was Buffalo versus the Whale again, 6-4.
Buffalo won.
Yep.
Okay.
And Boston over Minnesota 5-2.
Ooh.
Yep. So coming up this weekend, we've got Connecticut at Minnesota
Okay.
and the Mets at Boston.
Cool.
So that'll be solid. But
wanna
we're
get-
looking at the standings. Boston's in the lead right now, undefeated, 5-0.
Nice.
Next in line, though, score-wise, is Buffalo, who's 2-2, and then Minnesota 1-2, the Mets 0-2, and Connecticut 0-2.
Ooh, that sucks.
That seems like a big, like.
Well, one
change in
team's already
scores.
played 5 games. Some of them only played 2.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So
Why is
so-
that so different? Like that seems to be a huge difference.
early in the season,
it's how they
it
break
all-
up the season.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it'll work its way.
I would say travel has a lot to do with it too.
Oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
with,
that makes
with the
sense.
teams being so far apart, they've tried to group games. They might be
Yeah.
doing even some. They wouldn't do a double header or anything like that. Would
no,
they?
they
At
play
that level, but like
back-to-back games.
Yeah.
right, like a Friday Saturday they play each other.
Yeah.
It reminds me like the old days of like the Western Baseball League, where like the Tri-City Posse, like sometimes they would be gone for 3 weeks because they're playing Chico, California, and
Yeah.
the Las Vegas team, and they would just be stuck in California,
Yep.
playing games before they could even
It's-
get back home, just
Yep.
because it's low budget. It's
Yep. It's the same thing in the Western Hockey League. If you play Prince George, you're going to play them back to back because they're 800 miles away.
Right.
If you play Victoria, you're going to play them back to back because it costs $1,200 to put a bus on the ferry.
Yep.
So you're not going to do that twice in a year.
Yep.
right.
So, but it happens, especially at the minor level. When I was out east with the Norfolk Admirals, when they were in the ECHL,
Yeah.
it was nothing for. It seemed like baseball because you had weekend series.
Right.
What team is in town for the 3 games this weekend?
Right.
So
Which I don't know. I find that exciting. I
you
like
know,
it.
I think what it does is it really helps strengthen rivalries because you don't have time to forget about how big of an ass beating you got the night before. So the
Yeah.
next night, it was nothing to go on a Friday night and see the Admirals win 7-1, and then get beat the next night 6-4, and then Sunday you had 400 minutes of penalties.
Yeah.
because everybody hated each
Right.
other at that point.
Exactly.
It was fun, man.
I'm kind of okay with all of that.
I'm okay with it. There's a lot of stuff in hockey that's lost its bite, in my opinion.
That's gonna happen.
Anybody been following scores lately in the NHL? I was surprised yesterday. I did a little shit talking to our buddy Kyle because the Flyers, who have looked like they've been dead the last 4 games, came out and fucking smacked down Vegas last night.
Came out of the booth on that
6
one.
to
Holy
2.
shit!
I turned it on.
Take that, Kyle.
Screw you, Cal.
The funny thing is, so I've been in this area now for 9 years, and I still cannot grasp 4 o'clock start times for NHL games. Like, I'm used to 7 o'clock, you know? So, like, 5:30, we come out to make dinner, and I'm looking at my watch, and I'm like, it's fucking 5-0 Philly already? Holy shit, that game's got to be about over, and it's only halfway through
Right,
the
first
second at
period
that
just
point.
got over or something.
Yeah, they scored 4 in the second. And, I was reading an article this morning. I like, the more I hear about Alain Vigneault as the coach, I like him. Because he said, yeah, we scored 4 goals, but that was probably the worst period we've had over the last 3 games.
That's crazy.
Because we scored on their mistakes. He said, we got outshot. We got bailed out by our goalie. He's like, that's not part of our process. He was more happy the night they got beat by, I forget which team beat them, but they got beat like 4-1, but they threw 52 shots on net. They got beat by a hot goalie that night. So I'm really enjoying what the Flyers are going to do. But yeah, I did a little shit talking to Kyle last night, and I said, I'm sorry I had to be your team, but
Do they play each other again?
Yeah.
Because you
Kyle,
might have to eat crow.
I might. I very well. The next game is in Vegas. Kyle goes, why don't you guys come down and watch the Flyers when they play
fuck,
Vegas? And
that
I'm
would
like,
be
that'd be
amazing.
awesome. It's on January 2nd. That ain't happening in
that's
my
not gonna
household.
happen.
No.
No, we do a big January 1st with the Winter Classic.
I won't even wake up until the 4th.
Y'all are
probably.
invited. We're going to have an omelet bar.
I know.
Oh my
Corey's
God,
like,
that
I've been
sounds
asking to
amazing.
come over for the last
I
3
know.
years.
We'll
Oh,
see,
Kyle.
we'll see.
Hey, honestly, so this past year I wanted to do something. She had to work all day
Yeah.
with her client.
I
And now
understand.
she told her client, she's like, yeah, I'm not doing New Year's Day anymore. Hockey's huge, and that's the Super Bowl of hockey that day. So
You literally just said my 2 favorite words in the English language.
omelet and
Yeah.
bar.
Omelet and bar.
You love omelets?
Dude, come on.
All right.
Ooh, and we're going to do chaffles. Have
I'm
you
a
ever heard
fat
of that?
kid. What?
It's this
Chaffles.
new crave thing for diabetics
Do you like
or people
waffles?
who do low carbs.
Yeah.
It's,
Okay, that's okay.
It's totally worth it.
I'm not a big waffle fan. I used to like chicken and waffles. It was good stuff. But they do chaffles now, which are like cheddar cheese, a little bit of almond flour, and egg, and you do it on a waffle maker.
I was supposed to make that announcement.
Oh, sorry. I thought you already did.
No, you wouldn't let me. I was trying to get the menu out of it.
Rewind.
Uh-oh.
Act like it didn't happen.
God.
I retract.
Just kidding. It's actually really good. If you like, and we use Tillamook, which, sorry, it's another name brand, but oh
Yeah.
my God.
Tillamook, everything
Cheese.
is awesome.
Yeah.
You can't get
Tillamook
better
cheese, the pride of Boardman, Oregon.
Fuck
Unless you
yeah.
go to Wisconsin. Wisconsin cheese is the bomb.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wisconsin cheese curds are the
Da
bomb.
bomb.
But anyway, so New Year's Day, we'll do that. You guys are definitely invited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Kids can come too.
That sounds amazing.
We'll do omelets, and then for those that want, we'll do a Bloody Mary bar.
Huh.
You know, my dad, he loves
He
those
does
Bloody
like his
Marys,
Bloody
man.
Marys.
So I don't like them. I'm not a Bloody Mary fan. I don't know
Nah,
where you guys
it's
stand
whiskey.
on them.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's breakfast in a
I can have
glass.
breakfast whiskey.
It's a breakfast salad.
Yeah. And an omelet. So
Basically,
You know what? I haven't drunken
drinking
in like
you sound like you haven't drinking
Since
like a
five-
in
long
like a
time.
year. So
Oh my gosh.
I would not have a very good tolerance for that.
Yeah. It's been a while.
See,
That was just part of the life change. If you do
That's
drink,
when
that's
it's good.
I just got to have one.
just
Yeah.
the smell of it gets you buzzed. No, so sorry, Kyle, we won't be there, but I might have to eat crow. What are the Red Wings up? I have not seen or
Red
heard
Wings
a whole
are
lot
8-3.
Yeah,
are you
dude.
fucking kidding me?
Sorry, 8 and no, the Red Wings are shit. Sorry, they're 3-5.
So who's 8 and
Who's
3?
8 and 3?
Nobody's 8-3.
Oh, okay. Was it saying 8 games played?
8
3
games
wins?
played,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, you're not reading the whole stat.
No,
He's
I'm
got to get out of the
complete-
football frame. Of
I'm a
mind here for
complete
second.
moron.
So
They're 8
yeah.
and 3. Oh wait, no, they're 0 and 16.
you saw a little light go in his eyes.
I did. Well, I
He's
thought
like, what?
I was like, what kind of division is this? Because the last place team is 8-3. This is amazing. Yeah, no, they're 3-5. They're licking balls.
Yeah, no,
Ottawa's the only
coming.
worse team than them.
Well,
It's
Ottawa's
coming.
worse than everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Are there any good Canadian teams?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I feel like they just
Edmonton, right, is 7-1.
Edmonton's been good. Calgary's been good. Vancouver's been looking good this
Yep.
year. Winnipeg's meh. Toronto's up and down.
Yeah.
Montreal, meh.
Yeah,
and then
Winnipeg's
Ottawa.
5-5.
Ottawa, that truck is still burning. That dump truck is still on fire.
Toronto 5-3. Boston.
Wow.
Yeah, no, really, the only one above 500 is Edmonton.
Oh, and goddamn fucking Austin Matthews was on my bench last night in fantasy, dude.
Oh,
and he had a hell of a
no.
game. Fuck, man.
Who's this little fucking barn burner in Edmonton that's like lighting the league on fire?
Which one? Leon Draisaitl?
And that's not the right name.
Barn burner in Edmonton.
He's like lighting up the whole fucking league. They're basically calling him a once in a generation player.
You're not talking about Connor
Really?
McDavid, are you?
Yeah.
Hold up. You really have been disconnected from the game for a while.
Why? What's wrong?
McDavid's like 5th year. He's the highest paid player in the league, man.
Well, I didn't say he was a rookie.
No, but you haven't heard a whole lot about him up to this
It's
point?
been
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Is he like Wayne Gretzky amazing?
Well, I don't
people
go that.
people
I know.
are shying away from. No one's saying that.
No
That's
one-
like when
but they're
the
in-
pitcher's
right.
pitching a perfect
And
game.
the
You
funny
don't
thing
talk
is,
about it. But,
he works with Gretzky all the time because
Right.
Gretzky's in the front office there.
but when they say once in a generation talent, they're talking.
We're at least
Well, when I hear
Sidney
that-
Crosby level.
Right.
When he showed up, Crosby started moving down in the top players currently
Yeah.
list. It used to just be Ovechkin and Crosby all the time. It's now McDavid, Ovechkin, Crosby. McDavid, Crosby, Ovechkin sort of thing.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So Crosby's not that good anymore?
Oh no,
No,
Crosby's still top 3. I mean,
He's
I
still
don't know.
good. He's just been getting his brains beat out for 20 years, and he's still
man.
only 28 years old or something.
right. He was the
He's just been
only
playing
player
so
in
long.
NHL history to be named team captain at 11 years old. So, Sid the
That's
Kid,
impressive.
he wanted it.
Can you play the more you know music?
Yeah,
after that?
exactly. We need that.
No, but yeah, McDavid is phenomenal, man. In fact, that's one of those games the Flyers were in Edmonton, and after it was like a 6-1 final for Edmonton, and afterwards, all the Flyers fans are just like, "Yeah, that's the buzzsaw known as the Oilers right now. Whoever shows up in Edmonton's just getting rolled over.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And I think what happened, Dave Tibbett, who was part of the NHL Seattle conglomerate
Yeah.
for a little bit, is the head coach there now. And they were talking to Connor McDavid about what's changed, and he's like, "Look, we've always been really good at offense. We could always score goals, but we had no defense."
Right.
He's like, Tibbett came in and allowed us to still score goals, but be more defensively,
Minded.
minded, and God, what's the word I'm looking for here? Answering to accountable, more
Oh, okay.
defensively accountable for
Yeah.
things. So they've been fun to watch. Remember a couple years ago when we said it's going to be a Toronto and Edmonton final sometime?
Yep.
And then after last year, we're like, wow, man, we sure missed that boat because
Yeah.
Edmonton was like bottom dwellers for the whole league.
Yeah, they
now
were
I'm back
second
to
high tech.
believing that could happen.
But if it's a long season,
It
we'll
is.
see what happens.
But the other thing, too, when I said Leon Draisaitl, that name, that's a 1-2 punch that many teams don't have. Draisaitl, we used to watch him. In fact, you watched Mr. Leon Draisaitl tie a game against a Mr. Eric Comrie in Game 4 of the playoffs 5-6 years ago at this point. That was Draisaitl, who then went on.
That was one of the best games I ever
Oh, it was
saw,
amazing.
even though we lost, dude.
We
It was-
we still talk about it, dude.
Yeah.
72 shots on goal, 67 saves.
Oh, but he was so
That's insane.
sad.
Oh,
That was so sad.
that almost made me cry because as soon as that goal went in, you saw Comrie bend over, you saw Hamo go down to a knee,
Yep.
you saw Nejleb. He was a 20-year-old at that point. It was just they were up 4-0 at one point, and they ended up losing 5-4 in overtime.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That was that sort of night.
It was such.
And Comrie fucking stood on it. There were 72 shots on goal. The game only went 8 minutes into overtime.
Yep.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
2 games worth of shots.
Yep.
It was fucking bonkers, dude.
And that's the first game you had been to in a while. You and I had reconnected because that's soon after you got back from Willits. It wasn't too long after that.
Yeah. That was
So
the
we
first game.
reconnected,
Yeah.
and you and your mom came, and I remember you were just like, we were kind of talking, watching it happen. Then by the end of the third period, we're just like, holy fuck. You're like, who is this goalie, man? I'm like,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
That was fucking insane.
Of course, then he reached the next level, and he hasn't really done a whole lot. He's in Arizona now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. I
Yep.
thought he was still up in
He
Winnipeg.
got waived.
That's where every hockey player goes to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phil Kessel.
Really?
It's like where baseball players go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But yeah, he's in Winnipeg waived him beginning of this year, and then Arizona picked him up off waivers.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, so somebody
Do some
wanted him.
Coyote shit.
By
Yeah.
the way, we talked before we didn't know where Jim Playfair is at now.
Yeah.
He's, I believe, in Edmonton, if I heard correctly the other day.
Well, that makes so much fucking sense.
Yep. So,
Goddamn.
anyways, that was a lot of hockey. That came fast and quick. Man.
Cool. Now let's talk about Star Wars. I'm just kidding.
He got the hockey out.
I do have, if we want to have a quick argument about the Seattle franchise. I mean,
Yes.
I know we
Oh.
talk about it, but that's our fucking
Does
thing.
this have to
and
do with names?
We should be talking about. Yeah, did you see that article
this was
today?
Yeah, you bring it up, but let's talk about this.
I'm not in the know of what's going on.
Me neither.
it's
I don't
just-
know.
It's just a little different take on. We're not going to argue about. I mean, we might end up.
Are we on
arguing
the? Is
about-
this about 5 names?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've officially. They haven't said the 5, but because they've been remodeling the Space Needle and shit for years, and so they built a time capsule, and a piece that's going in the time capsule is an envelope
with
Sealed.
the 5 names.
with the final 5 of the 13. Now, I had never seen the actual list of the 13.
Okay.
If you want me to read them off.
Yes.
Yes,
because I
please.
never actually saw an
The,
official 13.
the official 13 were the Seattle Cougars,
Dumb.
Boo.
Seattle Eagles,
Dumb.
Boo.
Seattle Emeralds.
Dumb.
I
Maybe.
kind of like the Emeralds.
I can deal with emeralds.
Seattle Evergreens.
Okay.
Not a fan of trees.
I like trees.
I mean, I like trees, but not as team names.
Who you think taught you? To
I kind of
smoke
like
trees?
evergreens.
Like the Stanford
I do
Cardinal.
too.
Like, who's afraid
I
of
do
a
too.
tree? A red tree.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Have you ever been next to one that fell?
Did it make a sound?
Okay.
Does it make a sound?
Only if someone hears it.
I was next to it. It made a sound.
Corey is frightened of trees. Okay, here we go.
Here's one that I really like that I haven't seen get traction at all is the Seattle Firebirds.
Ooh.
Because I think you have a co-branding element with Thunderbirds
No.
and Firebirds.
Because there are more than just. I don't know.
What?
I don't think you can do that because it's the same as the Seattle Thunderbirds.
It's not, though. It's
But it's
not.
not.
But that's what I
and like
think
I
of.
said, in
Think about-
tandem,
No, here's one of the coolest tandems of NHL, AHL. The Phoenix Coyotes, or I'm sorry, the Arizona Coyotes and the Phoenix Roadrunners.
hey, that's
Okay,
pretty
that's
awesome.
dope.
And
That
that,
is
exists.
actually-
Yeah, that's
that
amazing.
exists.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Right,
so
but Firebirds, Thunderbirds, like
It's the same thing. Do Waterbirds or
so now
something.
Okay, so
that's
Seattle
the
Blue
Seahawks.
Angels.
right, yeah, it's better than
Boo.
it's
I know.
Unless their fucking logo is a Pontiac, I don't like it.
There is a
it
Firebirds.
could be the fucking flaming Pontiac logo.
No.
So there is a Firebirds team.
No, I want okay.
There is.
I
Not in
want
the
the
NHL.
logo to
AHL.
be the Bandit's car.
Bandit car.
And I want the mascot to be a giant Burt Reynolds.
And you know,
Okay, I would be so on board with
actually
that.
fly up here. Okay, keep going.
Okay,
Firebirds.
sorry. I guess Firebirds is out. I kind of like
You,
it.
you wanted an
You like
argument.
what
You
you
got
get.
it.
Of course, Seattle Kraken, which is my most hated. I've been,
and
that's one of Corey's favorites.
Yep.
Yeah.
You like that one.
I love the Kraken.
I think of
Rum.
and what's his name?
Pearl Harbor. Yeah, Pearl Harbor. The
No.
Black Pearl. Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Ah, yes.
And I have to say, I think he's hot. So
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Really?
Yeah, Jack Sparrow,
Okay.
like the rough. That's why I think you're hot. Cause
All right.
you
Well,
rough.
I know what I'm being for Halloween then.
Yeah.
Butt pirate. Right on.
But-
Sir.
Seattle
This
Rainiers.
is the tale.
Oh my God! No, stop. Seattle Rainiers, which we've had the baseball team
Yeah.
Rainiers,
Yeah.
the AAA teams Rainiers.
Right.
I don't like that.
I don't want
No.
anything that's already been.
Seattle Renegades is okay. It's kind of generic.
Boo.
So your entry song is Renegades of Funk.
Oh,
Well,
all right.
Just throwing that out there.
Now, yeah, knowing Seattle, it'd be fucking Sticks.
Yeah, right.
Seattle Sea Lions, not a
Boo.
fan. Big fat,
No.
lumpy.
That
Why is
reminds
that
me of
even an
So San
option?
Francisco used to have this, or the Oakland Seals, and to
Right.
me that just sounded like cute little pup. You just
Mm-hmm.
you want to feed it a
I'm
little. fish.
gonna go out on the ice and balance a fucking ball on my nose.
save the seal.
Oh, just wait. The next one is Seattle Seals.
Ah, fuck you.
Oh, who came up
you,
with those?
Shorzy.
I don't know.
Somebody they're paying
So
lots
these-
more money
So
to.
these are the ones that have official copyrights registered.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seattle Sockeyes, which is gaining traction, but I just still don't think you're.
No.
I like the imagery you
I
could
do
do
too.
with that.
Right.
I think back to
Ooh.
Nashville throwing the catfish on the ice
Yeah,
in
same.
the playoffs. However, you're not gonna throw a sockeye because those fuckers are expensive. Catfish are like $2 a pound.
Just the tuna.
Sockeye is like 22 a pound. So
Seattle Totems, which has been discussed, still my favorite. I like Totems. Even though there's a junior team called Totems, I still don't. I still think that they could work together and coexist. And the Seattle Whales, which I don't get because there's a team called the Whalers.
Is that the end?
The Whales and Whalers? Yeah, that was the 13th.
So what makes me happy about that list that the Metros are not on that list?
No, it's
Wait.
not on that list. Which I think
Yeah. So
is
that's
So the Sasquatch isn't on the list?
no.
Fuck you, Shorzy!
No, but I am happy at Metros is not
okay,
on
but
the
I gotta
list.
ask a question. Why not?
Because that's been done
It's-
before.
it's over.
The Seattle
But isn't
Metropolitans
it kind of like
were the first.
resurrecting
I
the
know.
team?
I'm with Anya on this.
I actually there's two. I'm gonna choose you my
Choose
whatever.
you, choose
See,
you.
I am not good with words.
That's fine.
I get so excited. I'm like, I'm talking to adults, so it's cool. No, I'm just kidding. I like the Metropolitans, however you say that.
Metropolitans.
Yeah, Neapolitan.
I also like Kraken.
I love Kraken.
I'm gonna have to say those would be my two.
You got me to turn my. I'm still on the fence about Kraken, but I was a little more excited when you made a comment in an earlier podcast that was, you said, what's the visual you can think of with release the Kraken before a game? And I thought,
Awesome.
And
visual.
you've got an alcohol company that'll support you.
Heck yeah.
Or sue you for copyright
right, or
infringement.
cease and desist.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
kind of like the army with Vegas when they
you
Golden
remember
Knights.
the ice projection
Yeah.
from the sharks?
Yeah.
Where the ice was falling
Sure.
away.
Yep.
And the shark came up, right?
Right.
And then there was somebody else did a D&D style one where a dragon was melting the ice.
Oh, Vegas did that in the playoffs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So let's picture that, dude.
Oh, I know.
A fucking ship coming out on the ice, like the Zamboni or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fucking tentacles coming up out of ocean waves and pulling it under, and up comes the ice as like an iceberg. That would be fucking sick.
I did
be good.
see fan suggestion was
Oh, tentacles coming out of the ceiling, giving everybody wet willies
No.
in the stands.
Ooh, I love it.
no, that's
love it.
stupid. Kraken's
dumb.
stupid. It's not going to be.
You need to watch more hentai.
You know what? I'm gonna laugh. What is today's date?
If Seattle scores
Mark
in
it
the next
down.
5 minutes, Kraken shots are free.
It will not be Kraken.
Oh my God, that would be a good one.
They
Kraken
can't
shots.
do that. You can't.
Why
do
not?
That. It's illegal. You
Oh,
can't
is it?
give away alcohol.
Okay, well, how about $2
Kraken
Kraken
shots are
shots?
25 cents.
Yeah.
yeah, for a
17
medicine dropper.
17 cents for the year that the Metros won the cup.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. Synergy.
But we want to distance ourselves from that.
Okay, but wait.
No.
Going back to that, why can't? Because to me, I think that
We
would be
wanna
my number one
recognize
choice,
history.
like resurrecting
so
the
there-
team.
the main reason for that is there's a group
Dude,
of
this is
people
great
that
radio.
copy or that put in a patent for or copyrighted the Metropolitans because it had been free.
Yeah.
This was probably 10, almost 15 years ago, maybe.
Smart.
Yep.
These couple guys, they copyrighted it, and I think there was early conversations about it.
There was.
And of course, they want a lot of money for the licensing.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But like I said on, I don't know, 4 or 5 podcasts ago, I still don't think that's an impossibility.
Okay, here's
I
what-
would say you give me 10%. No, you don't even have to do 10%. Give me 2% of all future sales.
Okay,
Right.
2%.
Let's just backpedal away from history for just a second.
You Marxist revisionist
what I was just-
bastard.
Burn the books. Burn them.
no. I'm just saying. Let's take a fresh look at this. The Metropolitans is a shitty name.
Yeah.
It's a shitty name.
It makes
The
me think of New York.
fucking
I'm
Mets.
sorry, Metropolitans
Yeah, no, me
makes me
too.
think
Yeah,
of New
for
York.
sure.
And
Yeah.
not just the baseball team, but just Metropolitans takes me to
To
New
New York.
All
Makes
of
sense.
Yes, it is. It is. It's Metropolis.
Yeah.
It's Metro. That's not Seattle.
it. No.
Okay. Yeah, we had the name.
Yeah.
It's not a good name for representing the Northwest now.
That was back
get
in the
that.
day, though, when names were just, yeah, we'll use that.
Yeah,
Nobody
it-
thought it through.
Right.
Sure.
I don't. I'm against the totems only because while the Native American First Nation piece of our history is very important, the co-opting is still a thing that not everybody is comfortable with.
Yeah.
And I don't want any backlash against the team.
But I think there's a way to.
It's not a negative connotation. I'll
right.
give you that.
I think there's a way to do that with their support.
Yeah.
to
All right.
make it successful
You
for
mean with
everybody.
Native
Yeah,
Americans?
absolutely.
I think
absolutely.
Hopefully, from what I've heard, there's going to be a lot of focus on that. You
And-
know how
and then,
like
I mean,
the Coyotes do a lot of Hispanic heritage stuff because that's
and
a lot
I think
of where
that
they're
would
at.
bring awareness and bring dollars back to the tribes
Yeah.
also
Yep.
by,
Absolutely.
by
That's a good idea.
co-partnering with
Okay,
that. So I think
now
that's
that-
a win.
That I'm into. That
Yeah.
I'm into. Like I said, I think it can be done right. I'm not a huge fan of it because I don't. There's not a lot of faith that I have in it being done right.
Right.
I think the Firebirds, I don't want any sort of bird-related imagery with it because we already have the Seahawks and the Thunderbirds, and we don't need more sea chicken jokes. I just don't need it, right?
The only thing from
And
a
this is-
branding
this
from
is
a
just
branding
from a
perspective,
fan
though, I think it
perspective.
would be from a fan perspective, I get it.
That's
from
what
a
I'm
branding
saying for the
perspective,
co-marketing
I
with the
think it's really
Thunderbirds,
good.
and I also think you're scared of a Firebird.
Yeah.
You're not scared of a Seahawk. I'm
Firebird,
not.
you talk about release the Kraken, think about like a Phoenix sort of thing with the
that,
Firebirds.
Right.
That would be dope. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not.
And I'm just throwing it out there. I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
No, I'm
And,
with you too.
from a branding perspective, though, it would be
Okay.
genius.
Here's
Do
the
other
thing.
states do that?
What?
Like if they have an NFL team, a hockey team?
Well, St. Louis used to be all Cardinals way back in the day.
But are they similar naming for?
Well, like I just said, with the NHL, the AHL in Arizona, you got the Arizona Coyotes, then you have the Phoenix Roadrunners.
That's
so the
actually
Coyote
awesome,
and the
though.
Roadrunner.
I'm still gonna vote for Kraken.
The Nashville Predators have an AHL team called the Milwaukee Admirals and an ECHL team called the Norfolk Admirals.
Huh.
Yeah, so talk about confusion
I think
there.
They're just
Admirals
trying to
is a
save on
terrible name,
letterhead.
too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So
Just
okay.
change the font on that one.
Okay, we're all in agreement that any aquatic mammal should be stricken from the record,
Yes.
right? So no
Killer
whales.
whale would be the only one I would be okay with
Orcas.
if
I
there
saw
was
somebody suggest orcas.
Orca
Orcas
would
I'd
be
be
okay.
okay with if the Canucks weren't around.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's their
That's
thing.
already their logo.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
And so, okay, here's the thing: is Firebirds to me would require a red and black, red and orange color
Possibly, yeah.
construct.
Ooh, have colors been chosen?
No.
No, but they'll use Seattle blue and green.
Yes, they will. Which I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
And so, like I just mentally, you have to go.
Why do
into
they
it.
have to?
They don't have to, but they will.
I don't
will.
think they will.
I think they
That-
should use gray.
That's become a thing now, though, dude. I mean, think about the Arizona
Gray and black.
Diamondbacks and the Arizona Coyotes. Aren't the Diamondbacks like a green
And
ish?
that
Same hue.
dude, that synergy between the marketing. We've got the
New York
Sounders.
doesn't have it 'cause-
Sounders have the same color combo.
Yeah.
The Mariners have an offshoot of the color combo. The Seahawks have the color
Fuck.
combo.
The Seahawks wear that one uniform that's like the worst of the colors. That's the
ugliest
whole thing.
Yeah.
It looks
Fucking
like some
highlighter
puked
marker.
up
Right.
peas. all
Okay,
over.
we're still going to be in that spectrum. I guarantee it.
However,
I don't like it.
Sparky. I'm going to try to
Fuck
get
yeah,
that guy
Spark.
on the show. Sparky, with his sock eyes thing,
Yeah.
did more of a maroon-ish with
And it
that
was
blue
gorgeous.
and green
Right.
highlights in it.
Yeah.
Part of it, but not the biggest coloring of it. So.
Yeah. And it was gorgeous.
I
It
did
was
see
gorgeous.
a suggestion that Corey would love. It was the Seattle Cascades,
yeah.
and the logo, the mascot would be Sasquatch.
Okay. I'm in. I'm in.
I could.
And I was like, Corey would get behind that one.
the Cascades, though, I was thinking of the mascot being like Mount Rainier and not able to like fit down the aisles to go say hi to kids,
No,
just
I mean,
bumping into
Snow-capped
everybody.
mountain.
Okay. We've got to co-op because we're not getting the Sonics back right away. And if when the NBA comes back, I don't know that it'll be the Sonics.
It will.
Will it?
Yeah, the Clay Bennett, he went to Oklahoma. Seattle, part of that deal was the city retaining the rights to the name the
Okay.
Sonics.
Okay. Cool.
So that
so-
will happen.
Cool.
So with that, their mascot has been Sasquatch. So I don't know how that'll work.
And once
That's
again,
true.
if you
I
become,
think that image
if you
has
become the
been
team,
used a lot, though.
Yeah.
but if you become the team that doesn't choose flight and birds and all that, you're off base. You Seahawks,
You can do whatever
the
you want. though.
Thunderbirds, Sonic, which is a sonic boom from the Thunderbirds.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking Sonic, like Sega.
No, Sonic is all a tribute to the aviation
Yeah.
industry in the area. You'd be like the Silvertips, which are Everett, which is great. I mean, but they're
Yeah.
their own identity
Right.
in Everett up here. Seattle's got and then you got
Yeah,
Kraken.
but the Mariners are just, say
okay. I'll give you
we're
that.
whalers
I'll give
on
you
the
that.
moon.
Well,
we
and the
carry a
T-Birds obviously
harpoon.
aren't the pro.
I love you, man.
True, that's true.
You know,
I also saw a great suggestion for the arena. not like the naming rights or whatever, because
Yeah.
it's going to be some bank or insurance company, but they will play their games at the Soundgarden, and I thought that was fucking amazing.
Fuck.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
I mean, it's got the Seattle tie, obviously
Dude,
one
if
of the
Chris was
greatest
still
bands,
around,
right?
That's you open up.
I
the
wonder.
first
I wonder
game
if they
with
could
them.
get rights to. And these were all just
Yeah.
fan
Well, they-
suggestions.
they
This is
took
not
the-
news, folks.
They took their name from a fucking art installation.
right.
So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if it's fair use, but I just thought that would be cool to say, hey, we're heading to the Soundgarden
I love it. I love
Well,
it.
to watch a game.
And like the Penguins used to be the Igloo.
Right.
Before it got named actually I don't know if it ever fell into corporate naming rights, the Igloo, because now it's PPG Paints Arena.
Yeah, see,
in
even if it
Pittsburgh.
had, I mean, they're all
Dude.
going to have their
Dude.
corporate stupid moniker now.
Dude, I want something that nobody wants to put the biggest bid in, and I really want to go watch whatever Seattle's team is at Pornhub Arena.
Oh, I knew that was
Like a
coming.
really bad. That's,
We're going to the
But you
Hub
know what? I'm
tonight?
thinking
Yeah.
Kraken. You could do a whole Pirates bar, and you'd have these hot
Sure.
chicks and pirate.
But there would
Horror
be porn.
costume.
There would
Hey,
be porn
I'm gonna be
syrup
Jack,
everywhere.
I'm gonna be Jack Sparrow for Halloween. Are you gonna serve me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Dude, I'm in.
people would be slipping on the porn syrup everywhere.
I could get behind that.
And to
Lord.
order, you have to say, "Give me some of that nut."
So,
Maybe I will.
we've got those off the table. Firebirds, I can probably come around to. I like.
It
the
would all be
Kraken.
logo and color combo
Right.
for you on Firebirds.
It's,
Yeah.
The totems, I'm not against. The cascades, I'm way in favor of.
And that one wasn't, like I said, that was just a fan suggestion.
And-
It's not on
And-
the 13.
And
Yeah.
while it's not on the list, or while it is on the list, and everybody else needs to say it, I'm with Anya. I kind of like the evergreens.
I do. That's actually interesting.
That kind of puts you in the silver tips category.
I also think it's
Excuse me, Mike. Did I get in your way?
I also think it's possible that there's some kind of shell company that people don't know about that have probably registered some other names.
What
that,
if
True,
What
yeah.
if it is Shell?
like the scallop shells or the oyster
No,
shell.
like the oil
Like
company.
the oil company, Shell.
So Venezuela now owns it?
No, I don't think that would be. I don't think that's possible.
So wait, I
You're
gotta,
overthinking this.
going back to these names. Did they say what 5 names are going?
No,
in?
no, no.
But here's the
So
thing.
why
The
not?
final, because it's the allure, man. It's
But-
going to be the. It's going to
get
be.
schmucks like us in a room
Exactly.
screaming.
So
at
we just spent
everyone
20
is
minutes on
talking
this
about it
conversation,
for
by
the
the
next
way.
hour.
I believe that
Or
management
6 months,
just
4 months, 3
gave
months.
just gave the world a big middle finger because that envelope is not going to be open until the year 2062.
That's correct.
So they said, "Oh, you feel like you've waited a long time for these names? Well, this isn't going to be open till then. You'll know what the name is,
Right, but we won't
in a
know the
couple
other
of months,
4 that lost.
But you got to wait until 2062 to find out what was else.
Which
was
I
in
think
the
is also
running.
great
What if they
because then
just
people
op-
can't bitch about it right out of the gate.
Right.
Oh, we wanted this or this. Well,
Well, maybe
great,
maybe it would have.
maybe it was. Maybe
You
it
know
wasn't.
what? In this digital age, I don't think it will last that long.
What if they just
It'll
open?
get leaked somewhere probably.
What if they just open the envelope and it's like, haha, Justin Bieber? That's it.
Fuck you guys. We had one name the whole time. Nothing else was ever in
You
consideration.
open it and you open it,
I
and some
can-
scroll comes out like you thought you waited a long time for the first one.
Here-
Bitches.
Here's how you find the Holy Grail. Jehovah
Oh,
starts
man.
with an I.
Of course, we all know there's going to be a huge
You're so
earthquake
funny,
that's
Dr.
going to swallow
Jones.
up the needle anyway before 2062 gets here. So
So
then
I'm
they'll really
excited.
be laughing.
I'm excited to see the arena when it's done. I mean, I've been in that building
Yep.
a lot.
I have two.
Pornhub Soundgarden.
I was at the last,
Soundgarden.
not the last, one of the final rock concerts there before it was
At the-
shuttered.
The Kingdom.
No, at the
at Key Arena.
Seattle's Key Arena, Seattle Center. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll just be interesting to see. I know they're digging way down,
Oh yeah. That's so the inside is completely brand
gutted.
new.
Yeah.
The only thing that remains is the roof, and that right now is being held up by pillars. They've raised the roof. They've raised the roof with the pillars, and now I think it's going 20 feet deeper. And
That's what she said.
that is what I was. There it was.
I was like, what are you pausing for?
I looked at you.
Side note before I forget, I saw a kid's senior picture and it said, "It wasn't my child, but I still raised the roof." and I had to laugh. Sorry, go.
That's really
Did you
good.
see the school the other day that let the kid take his school picture in a hot dog costume?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That's
I love
amazing.
That school. And it's a middle school too. It
There's
wasn't
been some really dope stories
There has.
lately.
But yeah, it's going to be a brand new
Continues.
arena. And I was in there 5 years ago. One of the large companies we worked for had their all hands meetings there for the company, and we went there for one of them.
And now Shakira.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Who did play that? I forget. I missed the one where Weezer played.
I saw the one where Mixmaster Mike played.
I saw that one, which was cool, but the whole audience was like, "What? I don't get it. What
Yeah,
are we
'cause
supposed
they're
to
dumb.
do? Where's my beers?" Anyway, yeah. So it's going to be fun.
What's the cap? Is
For
it going to
what?
be 25,000?
No, it's like in the 17s.
Okay, that's good.
It's a little low.
No. I'm every major sports
17 or
league
18.
is removing seats. Every major sports league is removing seats
Yeah.
because they're not filling them. So
Well-
they're doing other types of fan experiences with that space,
Yep.
or they're just making it better and doing better amenities to
yeah,
get
dude.
people to come.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the top seats at Calgary?
No.
It's you
You talking
dude.
about on the end?
Yeah.
At the end of the Saddle
Yeah.
Dome?
Yeah, it's honestly it's like fucking you have to go to Machu Picchu.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, no,
way the
that-
fuck up
That's
there.
just a trend in
Yeah.
major sports in general is
Well,
to
because-
shrink the seating.
But most of these places are figuring out, except for a select few, you're not going to sell out the building.
Well, I just saw the 6 Canada teams that are left?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Um
Montreal seats almost 22,000 in their arena. They're the biggest.
there was just an article out, I think this morning,
Well, they are the Habs.
that attendance in the Canadian teams, which still sell out even when their team's shitty, traditionally,
Yeah.
over the last 2-3 years,
Gone down.
their attendance has even been way down.
Yep.
3, 4, 5,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're talking 100,000, that's not a lot. But when you're talking 17,000,
Okay.
that's a lot of empty seats.
Right.
How long has it been since the lockout?
That was
94?
No, that was
No.
03. 04. That
Oh,
was 04.
there was an. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the first of 3 that
Right.
we've had. No, that was the second of 3 we've had under Bettman's watch. That one
Yeah.
lasted all season. 04. We'll say 04. So
Okay.
15 years.
I'm just kind of curious because it takes so fucking long for
Well, so
things to bounce back from that shit, and I'm terrified something's gonna happen.
that
again.
the article made that point that even directly after the lockout, the Canadian teams were still packed.
Oh, through the roof.
Yeah.
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 And only in the last 2-3 years have they started a noticeable decline
Yeah.
in attendance up there.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, we talk a lot with the Western League. Everybody was struggling for a while. Okay, never mind. Sorry, that was a text from my son that came through at a weird time. Everybody's been struggling. The AMs actually went up 5% last year in attendance.
Dope.
Yeah.
Seattle, after they won the WHL that one year, they went way up. Everett's always strong. But you're right, across the board in all of sports, attendance is down. And these
How-
teams that are realizing, okay, if I take away 50 seats and I add a better experience for people in that area,
Yep.
it's going to help.
Okay,
gonna
so
help.
not to get too political, but how much of a attendance drop do you attribute to the fact that people just shoot up places where lots of people are now? Do you think that plays into it at all?
I don't.
I don't
really
think so.
don't.
Okay,
No.
I'm just curious.
It's a good thought, but no, I don't think that plays
I don't
into
think
it.
the
It's something I think about every fucking time I go anywhere. So
Really?
that's I'm kind of curious.
That's why I don't go anywhere.
That's
good on you.
inaccurate. We're going tonight.
good on you, Anya.
We're going.
That's
We'll
dumb.
all-
I've never
we'll
heard
all-
that before.
We'll all
You
be
said it.
together
I-
tonight at the game in case something happens. We can huddle together.
That's not even something to joke about.
You're right.
Hey, if
You're
you-
right.
if
You're
you
right.
can't, you have to joke about everything, or you can't joke about anything.
I know.
true.
I'm being a smartass.
That's also true.
You should have like
You
a
don't
little,
have a being a smart ass look
You
on my
should
face.
have-
Like I'm just playing.
You know this from our arguments in the past. You should do a little bitch slap sound bit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, can't do that sound because that's the truth. Ka-cha. And we are out of time.
We're up
We have-
against
we
it.
talked a lot about the name today. I wish we had time to do a 2-parter this week, but
Sorry, I just saw that article,
no.
and I had never seen an official list of
Yeah, I hadn't
the
either.
13, so I wanted to talk
so the
about it.
final 5, they are down to 5 now.
Well,
Which is good.
Our guess is on the 5.
Okay, let's end with that. My guesses are the Kraken, Totems, Firebirds,
Sockeyes.
I think that's going to be in there too. I'm
Yep.
with Corey on that one.
Sockeyes, evergreens.
Yep.
I think Emeralds.
Oh, Emeralds May.
Makes me think of Wizard of the
It's
Oz.
Emerald City, man.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Which
I
you
get
can have
that.
some
I get
fucking
that.
fun with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can have some fucking.
That's
fun with
true.
that.
Now, see, they're getting me good ideas.
Yeah,
I kind of so what you said earlier. I kind of hope it goes that direction where the team kind of gives a fuck you. We love Seattle. We love this area, but we're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah.
I would
This
like
is
that
hockey.
too.
This is
That's what I'm
hockey.
saying. I wish they.
We welcome you.
I don't want
Seahawks.
them
we
to
welcome
be
you
beholden
Mariners.
to yellow, to green and blue. I
We-
want them to be.
We welcome you, future Sonics. All that.
Yeah.
But we are. This is us.
We are the NHL. We're fucking hockey, motherfucker.
Did we ever mention too? And it's old news now, but that Palm Springs is official as the AHL team. Yeah, like it's
No.
done.
I don't think I heard that.
It's done.
I did.
The
That's
AHL
awesome.
team about 2 weeks ago. There was the official press conference. The AHL. That's where
Our AHL team.
our
is
AHL
in
team is in Palm Springs,
the
which is
Yakima
fucking
of
genius.
California?
Yakima of
Yakima,
California.
It's fucking
My
genius.
wife's cousin has a house down there on a golf course.
Nice.
We've got lodging.
There we go. Oh, I'd
Road
love to go
trip.
down to Palm Springs.
Dude,
and
I'll
catch a
pitch a
game.
tent on the green.
I have been the whole time we've been on this show. That's why I bring her along.
It makes it less awkward.
I understand.
What's your fun fact?
My fun fact for today is it turns out the Stanley Cup is far from perfect. There are over 20 engraving errors on it, including the misspelling of Boston, which is now BQSTQN, and Toronto Maple Leafs, which is spelled LEAS.
Whoa.
Please. I heard.
I
though-
lied.
I love
LEAS. Sorry.
I heard though about that Q thing because I didn't really pay attention when you were talking to me about this morning.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
No, I'm just
You,
playing.
Riley.
No, it just hit me though. I did hear about that. It was because the engraver didn't have an O. That when they were engraving that in there, they didn't have an O, so they used a Q. I also shared a fun fact with her. I don't know if you guys heard this or not. One year, an owner slipped his wife's name onto the cup. It was later struck through.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
She's got her mark on there.
So anyway, I think it's great. Like this day and age, if you're a trainer, if you're any part of that team, you're allowed to have your name on the cup.
That's pretty cool.
Which I think is cool because everybody goes into it.
It's it's not just the players.
Ole got his name on the cup 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
Which is great. I was kind of hoping we'd see Carlo get his name this year. Didn't happen. He'll have more chances. So, fun fact.
I already did the fun fact.
No, here,
No.
for local, talking about Ole getting his name on. Can you guys name the only other Americans player with his name on the Stanley Cup?
Gomez?
Bingo.
Ooh, 2
Scott
points.
Gomez as
Oh,
a New
I thought
Jersey
it was.
Devil.
Twice, right?
Yes, I loved Scott Gomez,
Yeah.
and that was before I knew he played for the Americans.
That was a fun era. That was my high school
Yeah.
era team. They were a fun team.
That was back
man.
to like Boucher and Langkow
Yeah.
and
Yep.
By the way, Audrey, if you're listening, can you get that Langkow jersey signed sometime for me? I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Which we know she's not listening.
But
At least not
Rogier,
an
sent
hour
my-
and 4 minutes in.
Oh my
so
God!
we should wrap this shit up.
We should. Thank you.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, you do. Next week, we'll be talking a lot about Letterkenny. We will have a segment with Dan next week. And keep an eye. We've got some players that are going to be joining us here soon.
Yeah.
And in March, we're really far away, but in March, we're going to have a really fun show. So, it'll be a good one.
All
I haven't
right.
even shared with you guys yet.
No pants.
That's every show.
That's every
Oh.
show.
Well,
You're wearing
fuck,
pants?
what? Yeah, I am.
Well, what am I doing
He didn't get the memo.
God
you
damn it.
are in proper attire for us wolves up here. So
Today's show was recorded in the Adventures Underground Podcast Studios, 1391 George Washington Way. Help support the store. Come in and get a cup of coffee, pick up a record, read a book, do the thing, and shop local.
yes, make yourself a little smarter. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're
Sexy.
nerdier.
Somebody took my. Oh, there it is. I forgot to take this home. Danger.
Never play here.
That's
Never
mine.
play.
That's mine. He told me I could have it. Yes. So thank you, Adventures. Once again, now comes with free air conditioning too.
Yep. All winter long.
Buried Puck Threads. I'm gonna tease this real quick. I sat down with our collaboration guy this week and used my nose to figure out what our first scent is going to be.
If
And
anybody's smart, they're going to know what that means.
I don't care.
Oh, is it going to smell like cocaine?
I don't know. I was on cocaine when I smelled it, so I'm not sure what I was smelling.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, great! Now everybody's gonna hate us, and we're druggies now too. But anyway, no. So that's
Not
coming.
me.
That's coming soon. It's.
Man, I can't joke
I'm
about
excited. I'll
shit.
tell you guys about it afterwards.
Put my guess in. Sandalwood
Nope.
and locker room.
Nope.
No.
No. Maybe for a special.
I'm so
edition.
excited. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun.
Bologna and nuts.
Nut.
Give me some of that fried bologna tomato with mayo on both sides.
Yeah, give me some of that artisanal 100-year-old sourdough starter. Yeah.
Oh, and we got to play the soundbite of when they talk about all the cheeses too.
Oh my god.
God, that was awesome. Anyway, that's what's coming up. Hockey season's in full swing. We will be at the Americans game tonight, which joke's on you. You'll probably hear this tomorrow, which means we are already at the Americans game tonight. Anyway,
For Barry
this
Puck
is your
Threads.
part. What am I doing?
I don't. You're running with it. I'm letting you do it. This has been Cascadia Hockey, brought to you by Barry Puck Threads, with Anya, Derek, Aaron.
Yes.
I have been Corey Gaston. I probably will continue to be, but no guarantees.
Are you ready?
You want to give it to
And a
him?
3, a 2, and a 1.
Ferda!
I omit.
Allegedly. You tit fuckers.
Open letter to the editor, producer, and director. Make the closed circuit movie of my movements less repetitive. Illustrate the digits is the portrait of a terrorist. Protection is a fallacy, balancing on the precipice. Bury the dead in the collection of a hoarder. Man drew the devil and the devil drew a border. Hand you a shovel, instruct you to kill them all, son. Dance for your supper, cause something is something for us. Home invasion persuaders with 4 tongues. Tell you plan for the jungle when it crumbles and the Lord comes. When cops buckle and the law runs, will you stand in the rubble of your land with the drawn gun?